Hello everyone and welcome to another lesson. In this presentation, I'm going to show you, teach you prospecting strategies for copywriters starting freelance businesses. So this is for copywriters who are serious, all right? This is not for people who just want to try because becoming a successful copywriter now needs a bit of business acumen, okay? You need to know how to find clients, create a sales conversation, take payment, fulfill the orders, and do after sales. Okay, but in this situation or in this presentation, I'm just going to teach you how to find those clients. All right, in the earlier vid, I showed you who are the qualified prospects. Now it's time to kind of hunt them down and how to go from knowing where they are to having a sales conversation with them. All right. So let's start. So here's what you'll discover in this lesson. So how to prospect using Facebook profile, your Facebook profile, Facebook groups, and then messenger marketing, and then link into cold email, and then cold email times goodwill marketing. I'm gonna show all of that inside here. All right. So what should I do inside Facebook to get clients? That's one of the few questions that I get a lot. So let me give you what I did. So first, your timeline must look professional. Okay, why? Because clients do quick background checks before they start working with you. They don't want to work with people who are volatile, right? If you spew hate all the time, or di kaya you don't like certain movements, or you hate people, or you parang ganun, they don't want to work with people like that. And also, of course, remove photos of you getting drunk or pass out. I'm not saying na that's bad. Parang getting drunk. Sure, you can do that. What suits you, but if it's what the message, pag pinost mo kasi sa Facebook, parang pinapakita na okay, you're gonna work from home, and I have no idea if you're gonna work sober or not. Kasi you clearly like drinking, and you clearly like, parang ganun yung idea. So we don't want that, right? And then publish testimonial and results into one album. So if you have testimonials and results in the past, you can create an album in your Facebook timeline, and then just add photos there or videos there. Now, why albums? Kasi, for example, you have 5 testimonials, tapos you're gonna add one. The entire album will be updated and will go up in the newsfeed of your friends inside Facebook, right? So hindi lang nila makita yung bago, but also the rest, or the other posts or the other results that you na nilagay mo doon sa album. Next is no need to have the I help for example course creators get this and that spiel, because everybody's doing that already. So be different. So it can be like, for example, in mine, copywriter with $1 million results. I help people, etc., etc., etc. Right? So to be different, you can have the results up front, or you could just say, copywriter who, wag kang gagamit ng formula. That's basically what I'm saying. And your cover photo doesn't have to be overtly promotional. It can be just like really chill. The bio lang dapat, or bio description, dapat it just says your copywriter, you do this, you do that. You don't have to use a formula. Okay? But if you use a formula, it's up to you. Do what you think is best. Pero yeah, I don't think it matters na because everyone's doing it. Noon, it mattered because only a few did it. Okay? Next, imagine you are your ideal client. Would you hire yourself? Be honest. Based on your timeline right now, would you hire yourself? If not, you have to make certain changes. Okay, this is just pre-work and the thinking behind the prospecting. Okay. Next is content marketing in Facebook. So the number one mistake copywriters make is they write to other copywriters, not write to their target market. So with mine, I always publish my process or the way I'm thinking about writing copy and methodology. So, for example, if you're met with a product launch or if you're writing a sales letter, what are you going to do? Don't explain the how, just explain the what. Okay, that's one of the things that you should publish, and then you could target yung mga course creators, coaches, supplement brands, B2B, ano ba, skincare products, skincare lines, mga ganun. So, for example, I could write a post. If you're starting a Shopify drop shipping store, here's a checklist to improve your conversions. Tapos, blah, 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 1 to 10. Now, if you'd like me to give you an audit, if you implemented all of these things, send me a message. Parang ganun. Okay? Tapos, write about cliches, myths, and misconceptions in your industry. Each industry has their own myths and misconceptions. Like, for example, with Facebook, sabi nila, bawal ka magamit ng you, right? With Facebook ads. You can't use the word you. Well, that's false. It depends on the context, actually. And there's a lot of things then, like with product launches, dapat ganito ang way, there's no other way. Or with skincare brands, you can't run, or fitness brands, you can't run profitably with cold traffic, mga ganun, right? Or di kaya email is dead, mga ganun. So, this shows kasi that you have deep insight in your industry. If wala pa kayong deep insight, you can always ask people who are already veterans in your chosen industry. So, for example, in product launches, you can ask me, you can ask someone who's been doing it for years now, or you can ask a veteran copywriter who's been doing it for 5+ years in the women's niche, what they've been doing, ano yung mga difference ng men's dating sa women's dating, ano yung mga languages, mga small intricacies and stuff like that. It will make you different. Okay? Just publish consistently. Length does not matter actually, as long as it's informative. But mix it up with memes, videos, Facebook Lives, long posts, short posts, images, etc. Okay. Next thing is entertain your market. If they arrive at your profile, would they like you? So KLT, would they like you? Because no is already there since it's Facebook. So would they like you based on your content? Would they trust you based on your content? But if you publish your process methodology, reveal the cliches, myths, and misconceptions, and publish consistently, they would probably like you and trust you. All right. Next is Facebook groups. The sophistication inside Facebook groups have increased. You need to change up your strategy. Constantly bombarding with value bombs, quote unquote, will not work anymore because they've seen that's how marketers or copywriters try to get their clients. So it doesn't work anymore. But before you enter this space, you must have 10 to 15 posts in your timeline already. Now, the reason for that is because once you interact in specific Facebook groups where your target market lies in, they will most probably look at your profile first before sending you a friend request or before accepting your friend request. Now, the types of Facebook groups that you should target are Facebook groups where you have to think holistically. So if you're targeting course creators, for example, of course, there are a lot of Facebook groups about coaching, course creators, expert business, but you should also think on what groups would they join if they were consumers. So mindset stuff, right? They're probably going to buy Shopify stores or a ConvertKit. So they're going to join those types of groups, support groups on Facebook, right? So if you're an email marketer, you can join Shopify group stores, Amazon, Facebook groups, ConvertKit groups, mga ganun, Drip Facebook groups. You can join those groups. You can also join coaching groups. Anyone who uses email, newsletters, financial stuff, stock market stuff, may mga Facebook groups na ganun. So, you'll know kaagad or para makikita mo kaagad yung target market mo. Alright? So, think holistically. So, for example, your target market is people with Shopify stores. So, the first layer talaga is always Shopify Facebook groups and also dropshipping Facebook groups, wholesale Facebook groups, even yung mga groups ng Pat Flynn or groups ng I will teach you to be rich and my wife quit my job.com, mga ganun na groups, right? You can find those groups and then after that, think what are they using for their business? So ano yung email marketing software nila? Are they using CRM? Stuff like that. Another one is also, are they using, or if they were consumers or buyers, what would they buy? So mindset stuff, right? They would join maybe Tony Robbins products or Facebook groups, kay Gary Vaynerchuk, mga ganun. So join those groups and try to find your parang 3 to 5 groups that you will be really, really involved in. And do not publish value posts inside. Instead, leave thoughtful comments kasi na-villainize na nga yung value posts. When they think value post, okay, this guy is trying to sell or trying to attract people to his offer, something like that. Next is understand the culture of the Facebook group that you want to be part of. How do they operate? When or what can you post? Like, for example, like Promo Fridays, you can publish something like, I'm offering something, email marketing, I have proof, okay? And then interact with other people, have conversations inside Facebook groups. Kung mapupublish ka ng Facebook post, it should always be binary post, like statement, then true or false. O kaya yes or no. That's very, very short lang siya. And people will answer with yes or no, true or false. And then Facebook group owners will like that because you are generating engagement. Okay. So have conversations with Facebook groups. Next is messenger marketing. Now, the next step, once you've done this, do this for 2 weeks. Just leave thoughtful comments. Find 4 to 5 Facebook groups where you're leaving thoughtful comments almost every day. Create genuine connections. Make sure that you've seen. Make sure that people talk to you. Make sure you're not one of those scammy or spammy people. Okay. So next is messenger marketing. Create a one-to-one conversation with your ideal prospects. Connect with everyone you meet in Facebook groups. What that means is everyone who replied or reacted to your to your posts or comments, send them a friend request. Now, why only them? Because there is a context to your friend request, right? You didn't send them out of the blue just because they're part of the suggestions or stuff like that. And there's a higher degree of acceptance if they reacted or replied or you had a conversation with them inside Facebook groups. There's a big, big chance that they're going to accept your friend request, right? They reply, have a quick conversation, identify if they are their ideal prospects. If not, still help them, point them in the right direction. If they're qualified, understand 3 things: their problem, their pain, and the roadblock that's stopping them from getting their goal or alleviating the pain or solving the problem. Casually invite to a call if you have ideas to solve their problem. So ito naman kasi, you just have to, you don't send them a calendar link. Just tell them what's your time zone. Or for example, they told you this is my roadblock. Okay, I have a few ideas. I think that could help you do that or help solve that. Mind if when are you free? I'd like to invite you to a quick call and I'd like to share the ideas. And they're probably gonna say yes. All right, what time zone are you in? I'm gonna send you, tasingin mo yung email nila. Send them an invite via Google Calendar. Okay, kasi very threatening na rin ang pag binigyan mo sila ng booking call, booking link, they're gonna think, this is a sales call. But if you just casually provide, parang sabihin mo lang, meet me at this time, and then I'm gonna send you, and you also have the email already, so you can market to them eventually or consistently in the future. So that's how you casually invite people to a call. Okay. So next is how to get prospects, how to do prospecting via LinkedIn. So publish content consistently, search for ideal clients, look at contact, take 30 seconds to qualify if ideal market or not, send cold email, follow up after 2 weeks, follow up after 1 month of last email, send 1 email per day for 60 days to get the result that you want. So let me show you how this is done. So I'm currently in my LinkedIn. So my target market are coaches. So I'm just gonna put, for example, fitness coach. So there's a lot, right? So let's just click this and then click this. Now, what I'm going to do next is look at the contact or the contact info. Tapos i-check ko yung website. And then if I check the website, Is this my ideal market? So he has a coaching program, Trinity workout library, running blog posts, workout library. Let's go to workout library. So he doesn't seem to have information products, so not my target market. But if you are in the e-com space, then you can actually send him an email, cold email, telling him that you can help him sell more of his products, right? So let's go to the other one. Let's go to contact info. So she has a website. So wala siyang website. Hanap pa tayo ng iba that has actually a coaching program. Let's go to contact info. So she has a website. This guy has a website as well. So let's see. So basically, this is what you do. Medyo mahina lang yung internet. This is what you do. So this guy is using ClickFunnels. So I think this is my target market. So this is di pa siya tapos. You can actually pitch, for example, you are a graphic designer, you are a web developer. You can tell him or her, di pa to tapos. You can give him, tell him that you can help him out with fixing the file. So naman, di pa siya nag-loading. Now, let's find someone na medyo in my target market talaga. So course creator. So where are you on the head? So these people have courses. Wala siyang website, not my target market. So I know Belinda. So she has a blog, and you can send her a message that you can help her out, since this is a cooperator as well. You can help her out. So mindset coach, course creator, course creator, course creator, course creator. So I can actually help them out. So copy course for cooperators. So meron siyang courses. So target market ko siya. This one, not necessarily, but really wonderful website. So not my target market. So this is what you do when you're prospecting. Of course, it's much faster if you have Sales Navigator. So yeah, this is what I do. And I want to share with you some of my results. So as you can probably see, there are a lot of cold emails here, and I've seen a lot of responses when medyo mataas ang response. Right? So I think ito hindi siya it won't be delivered. Yep. So yeah, this is basically it. That's how you find or prospect via LinkedIn. You just need to find people and you need to have a search term. Like yung course creators, that's very broad, of course. And you also need to specify the parang first connection or second connection, and you also need to specify the country, right? Ako, it's mostly US, Canada, and Australia, and minsan target kong Europe and UK. But If you want a more narrowed search, yun kasi medyo ano, and also need to know like certain key terms or keywords. So yeah, that's how you prospect via LinkedIn. There's an entire process for that, but if I share it with you, lalampas tayo ng 1 hour. Or this is the, no, you can already get clients with this one. Okay? You can already get responses, get clients or recommendation referrals. All right? So next is cold email times goodwill marketing. So version 1, there are 2 versions to this. Create a list of your dream 50 clients, join their newsletters and study their business, their funnels, ads, offers, etc. And then here's the thing, provide tips and insights that will help them make more money, aka point out their blind spots. Like for example, yung pinakita ko kanina, sila or di pa tapos yung funnel, you can reach out. Uy, di pa tapos yung funnel mo. I can actually help out. I'm a copywriter who specializes in this, and I think if you do this, you'll be able to generate more leads and actually use this. Kasi ClickFunnels is expensive at $99 or $299 per month. Something like that. And then you need to have a tracker so that there are free ones naman you can ask around. So if they keep opening the emails that you send, keep sending these insights regularly. It can be once a week, once in 2 weeks, up to you. As long as you keep top of mind, and whenever they see your name, okay, this person just wants to give, right? Do this for 30 days. If nothing happens, move on to the next person in your dream 50. Or you can do this simultaneously. Now, it will be worth it if they're part of your dream 50. Only do this if they're part of your dream 50 clients. If not, wag na. Kasi, yun, you're giving insights, and you know kasi if you work with your dream 50 clients, you're happy, and one testimonial from them will probably propel your copywriting career forward. All right, so that's version 1. A lot of copywriters do this, especially those who want to join Agora or the subsidiaries of Agora. Ito ginagawa nila. They list out yung parang sino yung mga and I also provide a list of this inside my program, Rapid Email Frameworks. A list of 200 plus direct response companies or people who use copywriters in direct response copywriting in their business. So yeah, you can doon sa sheet na yon, andun yung name ng business, name ng person that they need to contact, and also the email, and also the LinkedIn to follow up, and even the Facebook group or Facebook page. That's version 1. Version 2 is create a list of your dream 50 clients, join their newsletters and study their business. Write stuff that's better than what they're sending out. So for example, I'm sending daily emails. You can actually pitch me or someone like me na you're selling something, I think you should write this. Tapos, yun nga, pero dapat your stuff or your emails should be better than what they're sending out. So what I normally do is study how they write, study how yung voice nila, their nuances, ng intricacies na mga ganon, and then try to create something similar. And then I write 2 emails, okay? So if you feel what you're writing is better or on par with what you're sending, write 2 emails to whet their appetite via cold email. So what you can do is tell them, uy, I wrote 2 emails for you, and this is part of a 5-day email sequence. And this is designed to sell products below $50, which is perfect for your ebook. Now I'm just gonna send you 2 emails just to see if you like them or not. Send them, or if you think that they're good, send them. If it converts, great. I'd like to work with you. If hindi sila na-convert, no hard feelings. Yun, ganun lang. Right? So, yun yung parang goodwill marketing. You're giving out value, and then you're at the same time you're testing out your copy. And if they don't test out your copy, it just means na hindi ka pa doon tagaling. But yeah, in that type of commitment or giving value will not be wasted, because there are a lot of people who or direct response companies that like that, because that shows initiative. That shows na okay, this person is so good, he can write this in 1 or 2 hours. Tapos binibigyan niya lang sa amin. Parang it also shows that you are a big fan of the company, right? Just follow up once. Make sure you have a tracker if they open or not, to see if they open the email or not. If they keep opening, keep sending, keep following up. If not, move on to the next person in your view. All right. Now, if you ask me, version 2 is more persuasive, or will get you more responses. I mean, you already gave them emails, plus you open the loop. and what their appetite, parang yun, appetizer siya. Making them curious and intrigued with what you have, and even yung work ethic mo, right? But the key here is to write persuasive emails consistently. Okay? Kasi most direct response companies will actually ask you, okay, so you wrote that, good. Can you write a sample again? Tapos bibigyan ka na naman. Tapos they're gonna give you a deadline. Or di kaya, hindi pa sila nagsagot, sabi nila, we're still full, but we'd like to test out your 5 emails. Parang ganun. And we'll give you all the results and testimonials you need. May mga ganun kasi minsan eh. So the key here is to write persuasive emails consistently. And that's what I'll show you in my next lesson. Okay, my next lesson is about how to write persuasive emails fast and get paid faster by following proven and tested frameworks. So see you in my next lesson. Thank you for your attention and God bless.